Guys, welcome. Today I'm going to be doing a puzzle of the cutest little kitten you ever did see. And just look at this little guy in a field of tulips. So I'm going to start out with opening this box. Brand new puzzle, so there's still a sticker on it. That's good. I hate missing pieces. Peel that off. Even though it's just 100 pieces, these pieces are a little bit on the smaller side, so it'll be a fairly small puzzle. I'm very excited for the cuteness overload. So as always, I like to start with the edge pieces. These pieces are also quite thin. So as I'm doing it, I want to really make sure I'm putting everything in the right spots. I'm not super meticulous about sorting out the edge pieces. It's more of a preliminary round. I want to have those not stuck together. It just feels more satisfying to have every piece separated even to start. So we've got a lot of color variations in this one. Got the blue sky, it's a really lovely, warm, sunshiny color. Got the field of tulips with some reds, golds, oranges, the green from the leaves. And I have the kitten's eyes, which are also like a bright bluish green color. Kitten's fur, which is brown. Pretty much every color you could have. So even as I'm doing the edge, I'm going to start grouping the colors together a little bit. Some of the darker blues there, lighter blues next to it. The lighter blue is either sections where there's more sunshine or more clouds. I'm not going to look at the picture. I don't even want to get it in my head too much. Here's parts where the sun starts to touch the flowers, where the sky starts to touch it. Some of the red we'll put together. More muted colors. Keep sorting and looking for some edge pieces. Blue sky, almost a hot pinky color. Red, red and green, blue, red and gold. Oh, kitten's stripy fur. More green. Some sort of orange. There's its eye. I wonder if I could even put those together. So first two pieces are actually from the middle section. We've got the kitten's bright green, curious little eye. Curious as a cat. Corner piece, the most valuable pieces you can find. And I think that's it for the edge pieces. Maybe I'll find some later that I missed, I often do. So I'm gonna start with the lightest and brightest color. Looks like the sky, so I'm guessing it's at the top. Those fit right together. All right, so I think this will be the top left corner. I think this connects here. Looks like the flowers start up pretty high in the picture. Line it up right there. All right. I'm not sure exactly how wide it is. I don't know which corner this is yet, so I'll let it stay at the side. I'll put the corner pieces together just so I can keep them in my mind. This must be the top right corner. So I'll find the pieces that connect to it and work on building the top side. There we go. So it looks like the white is probably a little bit of cloud or mist. And it is a fairly small puzzle. So with that, it looks like the top edge is built. This continues downward, the edge of the flower. And then all this green, I think will probably be along the bottom, especially since the remaining two corners are both green. I don't know which corner goes where. I'm going to guess here for right now, but I may end up switching it later. So maybe some of the pieces that have red and green connect to this one. Let's see. Little stripy shape. There we go. It's got one piece coming up from here. Just going by the curve of the leaves, I feel like this goes up this way, but I can't quite be sure. Alright, so here's some parts that have a lot of red and a lot of pink. Some little stripes to the tulips. So what kitten wouldn't want to frolic in a field of flowers? I mean, I get it, kitten. Alright. So there's a lot going on here where the flowery parts are. So I'm trying not to get overwhelmed by the sheer volume of different shapes and just notice particular little patterns. Building up this little pink part here. I'm not sure which side's the top or bottom, though I think it maybe goes here. Perfect. See that little white smeary shape. These pieces are on the thinner side, so I have to be careful not to jostle or bump them, because they'll kind of go out of place if I do that. I've got this little burgundy. Where do you go? Mayhaps. Indeed. And this piece starts out more of a burgundy and transitions to a brighter red. Let me find something with a brighter red. Not this one, but maybe something similar. This one. This has this little white shape here. So I'm going right now almost completely by color. Since there's a limited amount of pieces, I can afford to just look around and see which colors might match each other. Alright, so this is very bright, vibrant red all around here. Let's see. And there we go. I think this goes here. I've got this rainbow sherbet kind of pattern going on. Oh, that is so delightful. All right, so we've got the same amount of pieces done on either side. Very satisfying. I think I'll finish building this frame before working on any further parts. Could this attach here? Let's see. It sure does. So this one is significantly taller than it is wide. That does not go there. This needs something green. Could it be you, my friend? There we go. Ta-da! I think this... No, that one does not go there, but I think it does. Maybe attach here. There we go. Maybe it's somewhere along the bottom. Should make sense. Grass is green. It's usually located more on the ground. Oh, this is the left side. All right. With that, we have 3 out of 4 corners built. And these little tulips go right in the center. And then you go maybe here. Maybe. This is undoubtedly the corner piece here. Looks like I still maybe have a few edge pieces to find. We shall see. I think I've got one edge piece hidden in this little pile. It'll turn up when it's time. And that would be the connection between this bright, lovely green and that tulip piece. So we have almost the whole frame built. Kind of annoying. I was gonna say, I really wanted to build the whole thing. And with that, the border is complete. Next step. Well, I've already got these 2 pieces connected. I'm gonna go ahead and put them on the inside so that I don't have to take them apart and put them back together. I think I'm going to start with pieces of sky. This really pretty blue color. It's very distinctive. And I think it should help to give context for where everything else goes. So that piece also had the kitten's top left ear. There's a lot of pieces that look like they have fur on them, but it doesn't form as distinctive of a shape. So I'm going to focus less on that, and right now on things that are more clear. So that's an eyeball. Here are whiskers. I'm gonna keep that in mind. Because once I have the cat's eyes built, I'll be able to judge almost exactly where the whiskers go. Here's a piece with the nose and the eye. So now I can put in the other eye. There's at least one more, probably 2 more puzzle pieces that have parts of the kitty's eye. Here's one of them. All the better to see you with and create mischief. And there's the other part of it. This has to go, there we go. So that's where the cat's face will be. I don't have any pieces connecting it right now, so I'm just going to keep it in that area. More whiskers. I think I'm going to try to build a little more sky. It'll also help to attach the cat's head and give it a specific spot to lock into. Ta-da! Et voila. Alright, so I have an outline of that piece, which I will try to find soon. This has a little bit of a blue edge to it. I'm not sure exactly what's going on though, so I'll just set that aside for the moment. A lot of these look like they're kind of at the outline of the cat's body. This looks like maybe another whiskery piece. Or just a piece with really long fur. He's a fuzzy guy. Another piece of sky. What an oddly shaped puzzle piece. And there we go. So with that, one of the ears is completely attached. More of this sort of lavendery color. Can't say exactly where any of these go yet. I think it's somewhere near here. Not that one, but in that area. I'll put them together for later, because I think I'm going to have an epiphany very soon and realize exactly where all of those go. Here's some more bright blue sky. Get that other ear attached. Right now you have just the top part of the kitten's face peeking out. He's really about to get into some trouble. I think people forget how naughty kittens are. Like I always think, oh, it would be so nice to have a tiny baby kitten. No. Because once you actually keep one around, you realize they're just like babies with pointy teeth. The naughtiest little troublemakers. But they really are so absurdly cute. It is hard to be truly angry at them. Even when they break many things and bite you many times. Alright, more of that purpley color. Do you go together? Yes, you do. I'm gonna put this on the inside so I don't have to take them apart and put them back together. So this is a piece that has a little bit of tulip, a little bit of cat fuzz. Does it go here? Indeed it does. So there's another point where the cat is connecting with the frame of the puzzle. And I jostled that corner a little bit, so we'll just put it back together. So now I understand what that blue edge is. It's like the light bouncing off of the kitty's fur. So that piece goes right there. Right here. So we're creating sort of an outer edge. So this all seems to be on the same side, this lavendery color. I'm not sure exactly what colors we have on the other side. Maybe it's the same if the cat's backlit. Yep, there we go. So This piece must go right above it. I wonder, maybe he's photoshopped in. No, that would be crazy. So I think the whisker must be near here. Come on, little guy, where do your whiskers go? Well, that answer will reveal itself in time. Alright. Which part shall we do next? I guess there's a tiny bit more sky to do. Where would this blue go? Oh, that's another part of the ear. Alright. That's all built out now. Wonderful. What is next? More oddly shaped corner pieces. There's so many little different avenues I could take. It's almost overwhelming. I think I'm going to start with parts that have more green on them. So there's some parts with black and green. These little leaves at the bottom. We'll start there. Don't know exactly where that black goes. A little more whisker shape. I'm just going to put some of those really fuzzy looking parts together. I think you go right there. So there's some really white spots right here. It's pretty distinctive. So I think some of those just kind of jump out to me right now. This looks like it goes right here. It sure does. All right. I think this is here. Perfect. Wow. What long whiskers you have, little kitty. This goes somewhere near there. And that goes right there. So I'm building it upwards and downwards. Maybe we'll have a little column going up and down. Build a little bit more of the kitty's chin. There's just a bit more fuzz here. This piece, I think, goes right in that empty space that we have. Perfect. Find some more pieces with that really light whitish color. Because it's kind of the backlighting area around the cat. It's almost like he's got a little halo. Pretending to be a little angel. Oh, I love kittens. I just know how, for that reason I know how naughty they can be. Alright, so we've got a lot of the cat built. We have the tips of its ears down to about the middle of its chest. I think I'm going to do more of this little green leaf. There we go. There's really bright green here. I'm just going by the colors surrounding it, but I could spot right where that went. Very bright, technicolor kind of vibe. I want to find this piece because it's so strangely shaped. It seems like it should jump out at me think I found it. There you are. Just about everything else is either the bottom of the cat's body or plant related. So it might be a little trickier. There's also less options to choose from, so maybe not. As we go down the picture, it gets a little bit darker. So if I see a really light colored piece, maybe except for these flowers here, what if I see a light colored fur piece, I'll assume that it's higher up. There's that weird little key shape again. I don't think it's this one because the colors don't match up, but it's one with this same shape to it. This one must go up here. No, it's not. Sometimes, once in a great moon, I'm incorrect. There you are. All right. This goes somewhere. There's few enough pieces left now that I think I can go by pretty specific little shapes and requirements. This needs a little key piece sticking out, has a little green on the tip, like this one. Now I need to find one that has a fairly large red corner. Needs to have a shape like that. Kind of reminds me of a fish hook for some reason. I need to find one with a really light bright green, which I think is this one. Just one or two more pieces and we'll have the bottom and top connected in the middle part. Let's see if I can do it before I build the parts around it. I need something that has a little bit of white there, or at least something really light. There we go. So close. Just one piece to connect it all. These little purpley colors, I now know for sure, they're all fur. There we go. So now I've got this little patch, and this little hole to fill in. These pieces are a little tricky to pick up, so it's almost easier if I just hold some of them. This little tulip piece. It's so bright colored that I think it goes higher up. There we go. And let's see if I can attach some of these fur pieces. There we go. There we go. I think you go here. Perfect. I'm not quite sure about this one, so I'll set it to the side. There we go. And this has a little bit of an edge. That's fur. With that, I think our little kitty is built. Now it's just about creating the perfect background for it. So every kitty needs a spot to play. So there's there. Right here. Bottom row is complete. We're down to just a few little stragglers. It's funny, these ones feel almost the trickiest because they're so similar to each other. Each piece is pretty unique. So we're just gonna go one by one. There we go. Almost completed. This must have a fairly dark section. There we go, the bottom of that little pink tulip. And that tulip is completed. Alright, so there's this top corner, which I've been neglecting. Two more. Alright. And the final piece. And with that, our kitty stands in his field of tulips, the prince of the garden. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed.